Recording live from the Hickory Head Studio on the campus of Defiance College, this is The Session.
To the session.
To the session.
To the session.
To the session.
With Billy and Ryan.
Today is Thursday, November 15th. We're back in the Hickory Head Studios. I am finally back in the studios. Jake and Jess have been doing it.
So much work with you not here, but I gotta think of all these questions.
I'm so sorry, Jake. I'm so sorry. Hey, you know what? I am preparing you for next semester when I am going to be gone.
See ya.
Sad day when I won't be in the studios anymore. But in the meantime, we still have me, and that is all that matters.
All that matters.
All that matters. Correct. I am in the studios with my co-host, Jess Mello.
That's me.
Boo.
So if anyone, you're trying to figure out why Jake just booed her, during the season for softball, anytime they would announce Jess's name, us in the Futon fan club would always
Boo me.
give a little grief to Jess because she was the only freshman out there in the outfield.
Well, now we'll just have to boo whoever the new outfielder is.
Yep. But who knows? Maybe we'll still come back and still boo Mello because
They probably will.
Because it's always a fun time. But
how
anyways,
things
anyways, I got my other co-host, Jake Adkins.
You know, I really appreciate that intro. It just makes me feel good about myself.
You're welcome. You know what? Maybe we'll have to do I can't even talk
Spit it
about it. I
out.
can't even think of it. A recording of me doing intros for you guys, so you can always have me be part of the session.
to still use.
Right. But anyways, we don't have Ryan in the studios. He has a meeting today, and we have no guest today. But that is all right. We will still go on the show. We got some news around campus coming up for today. Jake, do you want to get us started, or Jess, do you want to get us started?
I will start us.
Fine, Jake, we'll get it started.
My news is the least valuable. Well,
all news is valuable.
it's really
news is
valuable, but
valuable.
it's the news you least want to hear. Spring bills are available on the student account page of your MyDC portal.
That's important.
It's important.
It's
but
important.
The least.
Yeah, you're right.
You're
You
right.
must submit your payment in full by December 1st, and if not, you have to sign up for the monthly payment plan and submit that by the 1st. Please stop in the business office or contact them at businessoffice@defiance.edu if you have any questions about your spring billing statement. Jess, what do you got?
So, the Defiance College chapter of Free the Slaves is inviting you to the 1 Mile Human Trafficking Awareness Walk. It's on Saturday, November 18th. It's from 9 to 12 p.m., and it's in the Schaumburg Auditorium. There's a registration fee. For students with a T-shirt, it's $8. Without a T-shirt, it's only $2. DC faculty and staff, it's $10 with the shirt. Public is $15 with the shirt. And if you can't make the event and you just want a T-shirt to help them out, it's $10.
Cool. Thank you for that awesome news.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget tonight, and I mean tonight.
Tonight.
Tonight. We're going to be having the Thanksgiving dinner, gobble, in the Sarek Center, in the CAF. It is going to be starting at 5, and it will be going till 7. If you want to get a good seat, Jake Arnold suggests you should be getting there around 4:45, because it does fill up fast because this is a popular event going on around DC. If you do not have a meal plan, please stop in Hubbard Hall at 128, as in Hubbard Hall 128, the room.
Not the time?
Not the time,
Okay.
the room.
The room.
So you can be going to the Thanksgiving dinner tonight.
Is there going to be karaoke there? Is that,
I think
I've
so.
heard of
That's
I think
phenomenal.
I think
that. They're going to hear it.
either way, we'll make sure there is karaoke. But yeah, once again,
Whatever
Thanksgiving dinner's tonight.
Tonight.
Again, tonight.
Tonight. Tonight.
5 to 7. Get there around 4:45 to get yourself a seat or a seat for your friends.
All right.
Or all my friends.
Now it's time to have some fun.
Oh, yeah.
We like having some fun here on the session. You guys know that.
We
do? Today we don't have a guest, and we don't have Ryan, so
Our guests are ourselves.
I took the show over, and we're just going to have a little bit of fun today. I'm going to ask some kind of silly, kind of interesting questions just to give you a little bit of insight into who each of us are.
Okie doke.
The first one I have that I'm going to pose to both of you is, if you were able to travel to a certain period or a certain moment in time in the past, where would you go and why?
Jess, do you know?
I don't want to say my one because it's not very. June 19th, 2016, the day of the Cavaliers won the championship. Game 7, greatest day of my life.
Where were you?
I was gonna go downtown, but I had a special place in my best friend's basement. That was good luck, and I couldn't leave it. I had buffalo chicken dip in the same LeBron shirt that I wore every game they won.
That's interesting.
I'd go back to that.
Boo. Billy, what do you have for us?
I have to say, I would want to go back to when the Cubs clinched the World Series.
Oh, that's a good one. I
Yep.
like that one. I like that one.
That was a great night.
Chicago people just like to steal things from us, huh?
I mean, you guys had it in the
Steal
bag,
it,
and
don't you?
I mean, it's not our problem. You guys just can't finish.
Couldn't clinch 6 or 7 at home, but whose business is that, right?
Jake, what about you?
Well, actually, I would have to say my junior year of high school. As some of you know, I'm a bowler, pretty good, reigning city champ, but
He's getting his pro card
I
here
won't talk
soon,
about
folks.
that.
Pro card.
We were facing our rivals, and we hadn't beat them since the program had been started.
For what sport?
Bowling.
Oh, okay.
For like 10 years. So it was really important to me that we would win this match. And it was a close match, and then when we finally pulled it off, it was just so sweet to beat your rivals.
That's
That's
awesome.
probably one of the happiest moments of my life.
That is awesome.
Let's move on. Let's see. What else? Okay, here we go. If there was one person who inspires you, who would that be?
My dad. Definitely my dad. He's just one of those guys that, like, he's a free-spirited type of guy, and he's a very positive person, and he always just pushes me harder and harder to better myself every day.
I would have to agree with that, Mr. Leclerc. Jess, what about you?
I'd have to say two. My grandma and my dad. I had still Billy's, but my grandma because she's literally like one of the strongest people I've ever met, and my dad just kind of, no matter what happens, is always trying to keep a smile on his face and push forward and always remind me to work hard to get where I want to be.
Okay, so you guys took dad and grandma, so I'm going to go ahead and say my mom.
Uh-huh.
Because throughout her life and mine, we've faced some adversity, and throughout it all, she's always been that guiding light. She's very, very faithful. She's a very faith-based person, and to see her never waver in the face of adversity kind of inspires me to do the same.
That's awesome.
Just got deep.
That is awesome.
Okay.
Deep here in the studio today.
What else we got?
Let's
Jake
see,
Culp,
what do we got?
Jacob Atkins.
Okay. Here we go. What is one accomplishment that you are most proud of in your life? And it's not a Cleveland Cavaliers accomplishment. It's a personal accomplishment. No Cubs either, Billy, because you're not a Cub yet.
I know.
Personal accomplishment. I have a few, though. Well, personal.
I would have to say my personal accomplishment would be being able to play college lacrosse. Back in high school, like, there wasn't a big recruiting area, like a recruiting type atmosphere around my area, and then by my senior year I was able to get recruited by a lot of teams, and I thought Defiance was going to be a good fit for me, and I absolutely loved it. And I'd say being able to play the sport I love in college was the best experience I've ever been able to have.
I'd probably say the same thing. Also, just our team, like, making the tournament last year was, like, a big deal. It was probably one of, like, the best, like, relief moments. Like, all this hard work paid off.
I
Cause
got to admit, that was pretty cool.
we're always working
Yeah, it
hard. It
definitely
was a lot of fun, and I was just really grateful to have the opportunity to do it. And also just, like, I think being in college, like, the academics also, like, not everyone can do it. So it's always just something to pat yourself on the back for.
I have to agree with Jess on this one. Being a college student, it's tough. Like, you have a whole lot of things going on in your personal life and academic life.
Work,
and
school, personal life.
Right, exactly. And, sometimes it can get the best of you, but at the end of the day, like,
Doing it.
you're doing it, and then once you get over that one semester and you get ready for the next one, you're like, man,
I can do this.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And then
Isn't too bad.
then you're looking at, like me, and finishing up, and you're like, well, what am I going to do now? And then that's when it really starts to kick in.
That's
You're
when
like,
reality hits.
That's when you know you're screwed.
What about you, Jacob?
All right, my favorite personal accomplishment would definitely have to be winning the Bowling City tournament this past year.
Oh,
Because
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I wasn't even 21 yet when we bowled the tournament, and I'm bowling against all these guys who have bowled their whole life, and it was just kind of cool to be the new kid on the block,
Right.
and just kind of
It's awesome.
be the best in the city.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
We got a champion.
The next one, okay, this is gonna be a good one. Tell me about the best vacation you've ever taken.
Best vacation.
I don't really.
Oh, let me take this then, if nobody else has an answer.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
This past August, I actually got the chance to go to New Orleans for Conclave, which is the Teak National Convention that a lot of you know I'm involved in on campus. And it was just really cool. We got to visit the World War II Museum, and we did a very large service project. There was 3 large service projects that we did while we were there. And it was just cool to meet people from literally all around the country. We hung out with guys from the University of Southern California. I personally went with guys from Akron. There was just so many different people from all walks of life that came together for that one common goal.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Did you figure
I mean,
out yours?
I don't really go on vacation when I was in not 8th grade, when I was 8 years old. My family went to South Carolina. And then last year, when we went to Florida, is that considered a business trip or a vacation? It was still really fun. Like, I've never been to Florida.
Right.
I saw a palm tree for the first time. I got to go, what's it called? On a swamp and see, the alligators.
Oh, Everglades and everything?
Yeah.
You went on a...
Shoot 'em, Liz.
Swamp ride. Like a swamp boat ride. That's what it is. And I got to see all, the gators. And, I mean, it was cool. It was a business trip, but it was fun.
That is fun. I would have to say my favorite vacation is probably going to Camp Starlight. Only because I can get away from reality for 2 months and kind of just focus on what's at hand at camp. And it's literally, for those 2 months, your focus is helping the kids out with whatever they want to do there.
Right.
And that's what I absolutely love. I want to coach and everything, and being able to give back to those kids is like a dream come true for me, because it's what I want to do.
Absolutely.
When I grow up.
And to wrap it up, since we're millennials, we're big fans of Disney. What is your guys' favorite Disney movie?
Ooh, mine has to be Brink. The rollerblading movie that they came out
Okay.
with. That easily, anytime that's on Disney Channel, I'll go and watch it, because it's my all-time favorite.
Fair enough. Jess?
I like The Luck of the Irish.
That's a good
Do you
one
remember,
too.
like, the
Yep.
basketball one with
Yep.
the
Yeah.
elf, or not the elf, leprechaun elf.
The elf.
Whoops.
Okay, folks, we can tell Jess is all about Christmas. No, that is a good one. That's a very good one. Personally, I'm going to have to go with an animated one. I was a huge fan of Hercules.
Hercules was a
that's-
good one too.
Hercules was a
There's
good
just
one.
so many.
There are so many.
There's so many
And they just
good
keep
Disney
coming,
movies.
too. Like, Frozen was good. Is that Disney?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. Moana was good. Beauty and the new Beauty and Beast.
Lilo and Stitch. All
Like,
sorts
they're
of
all
cool
Lilo
so
and Stitch is
good.
very good.
All right.
No, speaking of Christmas, before we move on, Jess, are we going to be hearing Red Polo, Green Polo
Oh.
Part 2?
I don't know. We'll just have to see.
We'll have to
Have
see.
to talk to my partners. A few of them aren't here anymore, so we're gonna have to get them, recruit them back for the weekend.
I think that would be.
Try to, Marissa, if you're listening,
Yeah,
come
Marissa
back, Guyton.
Marissa Guyton.
Marissa Guyton, this
Let's
is
get you back in the studio. Red Polo, Green Polo Part 2.
I like it.
Hey, this is the session. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the session with Billy and no Ryan.
But there's Jess.
But there is a Jess and a Jake,
And a
so
Jake.
that all that matters. Hey, we're gonna wrap up the show here right now. You guys know why we haven't seen a whole lot of people on campus lately?
Finals are coming up, and we're booked. Get it?
Man.
Booked. Studying. Books.
Good one,
I
Jess.
see what you did there.
If you want to see people on campus, just go to the library.
Amen to that.
Right. Hey, if you need a little study break, there's always opportunities around campus to get your mind off of studying and everything like that. And I feel like it's always a good idea to be able to get a little break in from all the studying and all the projects and schoolwork and everything like that. So, hey, go get a lift in, go get a run in, go play some basketball.
Go watch a game.
Go watch a game.
Late night breakfast.
Late night
Coming
breakfast.
Up. Think about that.
It is coming up. After Thanksgiving break, I
Yep.
think it's on that Sunday, December 3rd, I want to
It'll
say.
be December 3rd. But
I don't want to make
I know that's
any-
always a good time to relax before you actually start finals.
Absolutely.
Been working up to that. Gives you a few minutes to relax with your friends and just have a good time and reflect on your semester.
Absolutely. And as always, if you ever need help with homework or anything, there's always people in the library down to help you out and help you succeed here at Defiance College. So take advantage of that because they are here to help. That's one thing I love about the school. We defy the ordinary by giving a hand no matter what we do.
You're corny.
Hey, I'm just letting people know. This is the session. I'm Billy. He's Jake. She's Jess.
I'm Jess.
Red polo, green polo, part 2, question mark.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll keep you guys updated.
Jalen Neely, if you're watching this, maybe
Produce it.
maybe you can help us out here, get Jess back in the studios. The return, part 2.
The return.
Who knows? Anyways,
Yay.
you guys have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. See ya.